Welcome to English Podcast Academy. Maybe today you feel a little tired. Maybe English feels difficult again. Maybe you're asking yourself, why is it still so hard for me? It's okay. Learning something new is never a straight road. Some days feel heavy, like carrying a backpack full of stones. Maybe you tried to read a simple story and felt lost after just a few lines. Or maybe you listened to a short conversation and realized you didn't catch half of it. That's normal. It doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means you're still building your path, one step at a time. Think about it like learning to swim. At first, just floating feels impossible. But little by little, your body learns, your muscles remember, and suddenly you're swimming without even thinking about it. English is the same. Every word you listen to, every sentence you try to understand, is part of the process. Even on the days when it feels like nothing is working, something inside you is growing. So breathe. Smile a little. You're doing better than you think. And today, we'll take another small, powerful step together. I want to tell you something important. It's not because you're not smart. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because English is impossible. It feels hard because most people try to learn it the wrong way. Too fast, too strict, too stressful. They think they must memorize hundreds of words in one day or speak perfectly without making a single mistake. They sit with thick grammar books for hours, feeling more and more frustrated. Maybe you've done this too, trying to force yourself to remember every rule, getting upset every time you forget a small thing. But language doesn't grow like that. It's not a machine you can program overnight. It's more like a tree. You water it a little every day. You don't scream at it to grow faster. You just trust the process. Imagine a child learning their first words. They don't sit with a dictionary. They listen, they repeat, they make mistakes, and they laugh. And slowly, they become fluent. You deserve to learn that way too, with patience, kindness, and a little more trust in yourself. It's not about being perfect today. It's about showing up again and again, even when it feels messy. And that's exactly what you're doing. Let's slow down and talk about it. Imagine someone who wants to learn to swim, but every time they go near the water, they are told, "Do it faster. No mistakes. Swim perfectly." That person will feel afraid of the water, not excited. They'll start to believe they can't do it. Not because they can't swim, but because the way they were taught made them scared. Their heart will race every time they step near the pool. Their hands will shake before they even touch the water. They might even stop trying altogether, thinking, maybe swimming just isn't for me. But imagine a different way. Imagine if someone stood next to them and said, "It's okay. Take your time. Splash around. Play a little." Suddenly, the water wouldn't feel like the enemy anymore. It would feel like a friend. They would float, they would laugh, they would slowly, naturally learn to move without fear. Learning English is just like that. If you push yourself too hard, demand perfection, and punish every mistake, the language becomes a wall. But if you allow yourself to explore it with patience, curiosity, and small daily steps, it becomes a river you can swim in freely. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay in the water. Learning English is the same. If you think it's about memorizing hundreds of words or saying everything perfectly, of course it will feel heavy. Of course it will feel like carrying a backpack that never gets lighter. But English is not here to punish you. It's not a test you must fear or a mountain you have to climb in one day. It's a tool, a key, a voice. Think about a key for a moment. A key doesn't exist just to look pretty. It exists to open doors, to new people, new ideas, new dreams. English can open the door to a new friend who lives on the other side of the world. It can open the door to a new book you never thought you could read. It can even open the door to a new version of yourself, someone who feels confident and curious about the world. And just like any tool, English becomes easier to use with practice. You don't master a musical instrument by memorizing every note at once. You sit with it, you play, you make mistakes, and you grow. Your English journey is no different. Every time you listen, speak, read, or write, even with mistakes, you're turning that key a little more. And one day, without even noticing, the door will swing wide open. Now I want you to picture someone else. This person learns slowly. They listen every day for 5 or 10 minutes. They don't test themselves. They don't force themselves to memorize endless lists or speak faster than they feel ready for. They don't panic when they forget a word or mix up their sentences. They just enjoy the sound. Like listening to a favorite song, they let the rhythm of English sink into their mind naturally. They say one sentence at a time, like, "I like coffee," or "It's a sunny day." Sometimes they get it wrong. Maybe they say, "She go to school," instead of "she goes to school." And you know what? That's okay. They smile, they laugh a little, and they try again. No pressure, no judgment. And day by day, without loud applause or sudden miracles, their English grows. Not from stress, not from fear, but from peace, from comfort, from kindness to themselves. It's like watering a small garden. You don't see the flowers bloom overnight, but every drop counts. If English feels hard today, let it be hard. It's just one day. It doesn't define you. Instead of fighting it, breathe with it. Walk with it. Make it easier by changing how you learn. Learn with softness, with patience, with the quiet belief that growth is already happening inside you, even if you can't see it yet. Start by listening. Just listen. No pressure, no panic. Don't worry about understanding everything right away. Let your brain get used to the sounds, like getting used to the melody of a new song you've never heard before. At first, it's all noise, but slowly, without forcing it, the rhythm becomes familiar. Then, when you hear a sentence that feels simple, repeat it, softly, gently, like you're learning the chorus of a song you love. Maybe it's something as easy as, "How are you today?" Or, "It's a beautiful morning." You don't need to shout it or rush. Just say it like a quiet echo, trusting that your brain is already doing the work in the background. Then do it again tomorrow, even if it's just for 5 minutes while you're brushing your teeth or walking outside. and again the next day, without counting mistakes or worrying about perfection. After 1 week, you'll notice something surprising. Your mouth will move a little more easily, without that heavy feeling. Your ears will catch words you didn't even realize you were hearing before. Most importantly, you'll feel a little more brave, like opening a window after a long winter and feeling the first fresh breeze. That small bravery will grow, and soon, speaking English won't feel like climbing a mountain. It will feel like dancing to a song you already know deep inside. That is how it works. There's no magic trick, no secret shortcut, just small steps, taken again and again. English doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be a race where the quickest wins. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know every word, every rule, every sound right away. You just need to show up every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. 5 minutes listening to a story. 3 minutes repeating a simple sentence. 2 minutes smiling at yourself when you get it right, or even when you don't. Think about watering a tiny plant. You don't pour a whole ocean on it in one day and expect it to grow. You give it a little water, a little sun, and trust time to do the rest. You are that plant. Your English is growing even on the days you feel stuck. So today, let's make it simple. Say this out loud with me, even if you feel a little silly, even if you're not sure. I'm not bad at English. I'm learning slowly. And that's okay. Feel the words in your mouth. Feel the truth behind them. Because it is okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's the real path to becoming the speaker you want to be. If this video made you feel better, even just a little bit, like it. Let it be a small celebration for yourself. A way to say, I showed up today. And if you want to make this feeling even stronger, write a comment. Slow is my power. Those words are not just for today. They are a reminder you can come back to whenever the journey feels long. They mean you're choosing patience over pressure, growth over fear. And don't forget to subscribe to stay on this calm, real English journey. A journey where it's okay to take your time, to rest when you need to, and to move forward with a quiet strength inside you. See you in the next video. Until then, be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would encourage a friend, gently, warmly, with hope. Remember, every time you listen, every time you practice, even if it feels small, you are moving forward. You're doing better than you think, and I'm proud of you for being here.